it's Jordan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Blush Brunette, and to Inside My Closet, an all-new series of hauls, how-tos, and affordable hacks to up your style. Today we're taking these old, plain, green boots and turn them into Dolce & Gabbana and Gucci inspired floral boots that are gonna look amazing and are super easy to do yourself. So as you guys can see, these have no embellishments, no patches, literally nothing on them. They're actually, I've never really worn them that much, and you guys can see there's no like marks, and they're basically brand new, so perfect to work with for our DIY project. So all of these supplies you can find in the description box down below on Amazon for super cheap and really affordable, and this DIY is not expensive at all. You just need a pair of scissors. These are really cute floral ones I found on Amazon. These crystals are optional. I didn't end up using them in the end, but you can. Some E6Ls and glue, which is perfect for crafting and is clear, and you're gonna need a ton of rose patches. These are embroidered and super easy to glue on because you want to be able to map out and test out how you want to put them on before gluing them, and of course your boots. This is another optional step, but I used a chain, and this is also super cheap on Amazon. So to begin laying out your supplies, you're just going to unpackage your glue and make sure you have a paper towel so it doesn't spill everywhere. You're going to start placing your crystal around the back of the shoe. I did them both differently. One of the roses was covering them, so I needed to cut and count out as many of the links I was going to use so that they would each be even, and I didn't want it to mess up in the end and look kind of silly because it is like a one-time thing. You can't be able to take it off after you put it on, so cut it. After you have half of the links, you're going to count out the exact same number on the other side, and then you're going to use the small scissors, and then you're going to just cut it, and then the links are going to be super easy to cut. You're going to put that on the side, and then you're going to place it on the bottom right next to your shoes, and then just again count out just to be double sure that you are done. Make sure that you've cut off the clasp because you don't really want that on your shoe. After you finish counting, now, as I said before, take off the clasp and throw that in the trash because that is definitely not needed on your shoe. And then you are ready after you triple check to start gluing on your flowers. So this flower I really liked. I liked how bold and bright and vibrant it was. It was different from the other colors. I thought it was really pretty. I'm going to be using the super long one with all the gorgeous green leaves that perfectly match the shoes on this first shoe. And I will be putting the chain completely around the back. You guys can see an overview of the flowers here. And then on the second shoe, I'm going to be taking the rose and I'm going to be putting it on the side. And then I'm going to have the chain is going to be covering it halfway, and I'm going to have different flower patches on this shoe. If that made any sense at all, you guys are going to see in the end, but I love the whole mismatched flower idea, and I thought it was really creative, and I loved how it turned out in the end. You are going to need to make sure that it looks clean and crisp to cut off the edges of the flowers, doesn't go over the shoe, and then you can just literally start gluing it on, and you can move it for a little bit before it completely dries. So feel free to like get your hands messy and just completely move your flower as you need to along the edges of your shoe. Also, I wasn't directly copying the Gucci shoe. This was highly inspired, and I kind of did my own thing and played around with it, so don't be afraid to not copy how I did it and to put flowers wherever you want to put flowers, put pearls, crystals, beads, literally wherever. And isn't this so cool having it on the side? I love that. So here I am gluing on the rose on the side, and I'm going to show you guys how I attach the other things to the other shoes. And then here is a close-up of me putting on the rose patch. also, if the glue goes on the side, you can easily wipe it off with a paper towel before it dries, and super easy. And here is me putting on the chain of the shoe, and I'm counting out where it's going to be behind the rose. That way I have the exact measurement, and you can see me tucking it under, and then I'm going to be gluing it on. But I wanted it to perfectly complete the sides and like line up exactly. And this part was actually super tricky trying to glue it on, but once you have it, make sure that it's flat on one side and the other side can be in the air. It won't be exactly flat on the shoe because it is a chain. But once you pat all the glue on there and it's dried, you can scrape away the other parts of the glue, and it still looks totally fine and the shoe isn't harmed at all. As you can see, this dried super cool, and I'm loving this shoe so much, and I am just mapping out where I'm going to be laying the flowers on the second shoe. And here I am just cutting out another rose patch. I want to put it in between two of the leaves. You can see right there where I'm basically gluing. I want to add it there, and it's going to look so cool in the end. But now just basically glue on all of the edges of your flowers in on the center and just pat along and just work your way in. The gluing part doesn't really take that long. It took me like 30 minutes at most to do both of the shoes in between drying them. It's really fun, and once you start doing it, you kind of get in a zone, and it's really relaxing, and I found myself really enjoying it and cannot wait to do more DIYs for you guys. I've been wearing these shoes absolutely non-stop to school, and so many people have stopped me and been like, hold up, where are those from? Those are so cool. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, these are my DIY Gucci inspired boots, which are so easy to do. So I'm so happy that you guys are gonna like this. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and like this video, and tell me if you guys would ever wear these and make them yourself. Here's a shoe at the end of the video. I love both of these so much. I love the chain at the back, and you guys can see the rose turned out amazing on this shoe. Love it so much, and this was definitely one of the funnest DIYs I've ever done. I love you all so much, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.